What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Errol Spence, Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford. Get this. Errol Spence eyeing future Canelo clash, but only after Crawford Showdown. Wow. When asked about Canelo's performance, Errol Spence had this to say. Surprisingly, he said, yeah, I like it. I definitely like it. But right now, my focus is not on Canelo at all. He said Canelo did pretty good for what I can see in his latest fight with Mr. Ryder. And let me counterpunch. News broke yesterday, 7-8 hours ago. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, August 22nd, I believe, or 29th, right? I don't have the date right in front of me, but the fight looks like it's going to finally happen. So we've had 3 blockbuster fights lately. An undisputed that recently happened and a controversial decision. Another questionable round within Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Now we have a third fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, which concerns two Americans, right? And all these judges that had these strange scorecards were American judges. That's my problem. Why? Because if Errol Spence takes on Terence Crawford and it goes the distance, I've always seen Al Heyman eyeing Canelo for Errol Spence, simply because Canelo is the highest paid boxer, but it's rumored that he's on the decline, okay? Errol Spence is the upcoming fighter that Al Heyman wants to catapult to the next level. He's going to need Canelo, just like Canelo needed Floyd, okay? Just like Floyd needed Oscar, just like Oscar needed Julio Cesar Chavez. Okay, so knowing what we know about certain motives in boxing, fights, I believe, get made or get paid. And what I mean by that is Errol Spence is letting it be known that that is the end game. A fight with Canelo Alvarez, possibly a rematch or a trilogy, Spence Canelo, right? So knowing Spence, 33 years of age, okay. Terence Crawford, 35 years of age, soon to be 36 this year. We just witnessed another 35-year-old former pound-for-pound fighter that didn't get the nod, but gave a valiant effort, in a lot of people's eyes, beat Devin Haney. What do you think is going to happen to Terence Crawford? I mean, realistically, if it goes to the decision, people, expect a shitty decision to occur. Terence Crawford will have to knock out Errol Spence in order for this particular wording or comment or seed planted not to happen, okay? Because boxing is all about the younger, stronger, fresher fighter that can be marketed for the next super fight so the networks can make money along with everything else that goes with it. Okay, promoters, advisors, managers, etc. Okay, so Errol Spence saying, yeah, I'm not really focused on Canelo right now. I only want to fight him after a Terence Crawford fight. Well, that tells me that the Terence Crawford fight is going to have a win, or something's going to have to happen in that fight in order for him to win. So if it does go to the distance and it does go where Errol Spence ends up making the final bell, knowing he's a hell of a fighter himself, and if it's remotely close, Terence Crawford will lose a decision against Errol Spence. The age is against him. The networks is against him. The gold overall is against him. That's what I see in this situation. Just by hearing Errol Spence talk about fighting Canelo Alvarez? Because it's been in the making for years now. It ain't Jamal Charlo. He's not active enough. I don't think he's honestly more marketable than someone like Errol Spence. Okay? Errol Spence can bring in the Mexican fans, especially being from a Mexican Providence, the good old state of Texas. Okay? Canelo Alvarez has fought there as well. So I think, if anything, Errol Spence has a good chance of winning a decision against Terence Crawford. That's why Terence Crawford, I feel, better knock out Errol Spence, or he will be another example of how things should go the way that they don't. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Errol the Truth Spence stating that he would love a Canelo showdown only after a Terence Crawford showdown. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.